All right. Seemed like the big one that did you in was that 13-0 run they were able to go on. You guys went, I think it was about 3:05 without being able to put up points. Just bad luck with shots, bad shot selection in that particular run there early in the second half.
Combo of both. More than that was just us defensively. I mean, that's my frustration, and we talked about that after the game, was just our toughness level. I mean, they didn't hit a lot of threes. We were okay on the perimeter, but inside, they got out of 78 points. I'm figuring at a minimum 35 were just layups. You know, like right at the rim.
38 in the paint.
38 in the paint. Okay, so you know that's tough. That's tough when you're just giving up, you know, huge high percentage shots and 38 points. I mean, it's crazy for us to give that up in the paint.
Yeah. And what could you guys have done better on both ends, both on the perimeter and in the post, to prevent them from getting the kind of looks they did down low? Because they, like you said, they seem to get quite a few.
Yeah, it's hard. Sometimes you're out of sorts. We were out of sorts defensively, and if you know anyone that was here watching, I mean, they saw us doing a lot of standing. They saw us. We were reacting to everything they were doing, and we knew that that's what they wanted to do. We knew how they were gonna, you know, get that cut to get those post ups, and so that's frustrating. And we just, you know, the wheels were turning, but they were turning about a second after, you know, their wheels, and they were just they deserved to win. I give them all the credit. There's nothing that I can say that to take away for, you know, when you watch a team play with a lot of passion and a huge will to win, I take my hats off to that, because, you know, they did a great job.
Yeah. And how about the same thing from your guys' perspective, from the players on the floor perspective? What weren't maybe you able to do that you typically are able to do defensively that would have kept them from getting as many in-close looks as they did?
We were just not tough, I guess. We just let them dictate whatever they wanted to do. We didn't force them to do anything that we wanted them to do. We didn't keep them out of the paint. We didn't.
And defensively, there's like no communication at all.
And how about you guys offensively? You had about the same points in the paint as last night. It just seemed maybe a little tougher for you guys to get inside and get the kind of looks, both off of penetration and in the post, maybe, that you were able to get the night before.
Probably the post. They were doubling down on them, and then we didn't get any movement off the post then to give them an outlet, so that was really tough. And then they just seemed to always have help. Whenever we would drive, they'd be there, so that was tough too.
And in turn, that seemed to really hamper you in terms of the advantage at the foul line. When they were able to get it down low, they were able to get 26 attempts to just your 8. And you were shooting them well. You made all 8, but it just didn't seem like, between either calls or not being able to get down there that low, that you guys were able to get to the foul line maybe as much as you'd like.
It's a tricky question, because I would like to comment on that, which I can't. You know, the one thing I can say is, you know, you're going to have games like that where you're frustrated, and I know, you know, we lost our cool a little bit. You know, Christy was frustrated because she felt like she wasn't, you know, getting the same as they were, and, you know, like that just happens sometimes. And you know, it's tough because when you go in there, you want to get rewarded a little bit more. They were rewarded a lot. You know, they obviously, you mentioned they had, you know, 21 free throw makes. They had 26 attempts. We had, you know, 8 attempts, and, you know, that was kind of the way it goes. Now, I go back to also their toughness. You know, like they were still a little bit tougher than we were, so they should have went to the free throw line a little bit more than we did. You know, that disparity, I don't know. You know, we'll watch on film, but, you know, for the most part, I know that they try to do a great job, and we just, you know, couldn't overcome it.
Guys, got anything?